Hey everyone, I'm Melissa. Welcome to Lifestyle Makes Sense. Welcome to or back to my channel. So today is my very first Transfer Tuesday, and I have to say it's my own defined edition. I'm not sure if it really qualifies as a true Transfer Tuesday, but to me it kind of feels that way. So that's what I'm calling it, and I hope you stick around to see how I do it. I have planned a vacation getaway finally. I've been trying and debating and wondering whether it's a good time to go ahead and plan one or should I wait, because as you know, I've been going through my debt journey. I've been having projects going on. I've been really busy with my family life. I didn't know if it was the proper time. However, I came across this very good situation, I'll say, and was able to look into an all-inclusive resort in a place that I've never been to before, and I think it was a good deal. So I wanted to go ahead and try to jump on it, but when she was telling me about it yesterday, I wondered, okay, how can I get that done? Well, as you know, I have savings challenges, or I was doing savings challenges that I started back in February, March, around that time. One was the dollar challenge where I saved ones, fives, tens, 20s, and I was able to finish up my dollar card here by saving $120, but I didn't stop saving dollars. I continued to save dollars past the finishing of this card. And since I've had a lot of renovations going on in my area, in my house, or whatever, people in and out, I didn't feel comfortable keeping my money in my book as I had in the past. I would always keep the dollars in the specific sections of my book, but because it was often laying around and you don't want to tempt anybody, so I just took it out and I deposited it in the bank back in April. It was towards the beginning of April sometime. I deposited all in the bank. So what I had saved for my ones, for my fives, for my tens, and my 20s, I deposited in the bank, and I did still keep a record of it. I didn't do so good at saving them because, like I said, I had a lot going on, but it's okay. You do what you can when you can. It's not etched in stone that you have to do it a certain way. But what I want to do is, because I need to go ahead and pay for our airline tickets and also put a deposit on the inclusive resort, I need to act now. So thus comes in the savings challenges and also my envelope challenge. So we'll get to that in a second. I need to count up what I have in my dollars, fives, tens, and 20s challenge and document that. I also need to count up what I have in my envelope challenge, document that. Because it's been in the bank, I've earned interest for 2 months. I earned it in April and I earned it in May. So I'm going to actually use that to go towards this vacation as well. And then I'll see where I am. I know the total amount that I need to come up with for this trip by July 1st. Some of it is due immediately. Some is due by July 1st. The total is $3,518. I'll put it across the screen so you can see. $3,518.40. That's what my inclusive trip will entail, the resort and the air flight. Now, it will not include transportation, either locally getting us to the airport here, the parking, the getting to and from the airport over there. I think they do have a airport transit that we can use over there for free. But as far as getting around, if we need to go somewhere or explore, that's not included. Incidentals, of course, not included. Souvenirs, not. Clothing, shoes, if I decide to buy something to go towards this trip, which I'm really hoping I don't have to. I can just go in my closet and pull out some stuff and take that along with me, because I don't plan to have too much baggage. Matter of fact, I'm hoping we don't have to check any bags. We could just use our carry-on. So clothing packing will be light for this trip, hopefully. My hair, the place that I'm going, I think I definitely need to get some braids done, because I don't think my hair and the humidity, it will just be all over the place. So I don't really want to deal with that. So I think I really want to get some braids, and the tips are not included. Of course, when you have to tip different ones, that's not included. So that's not part of what this money is going to be used for. This money is going to actually just be used for the flight and the resort deposit. That's it. I'll have to come up with a way to get the other cost that's not included, because I really have not been saving for a vacation. That was not top priority, so I was not saving. But here we are, and so gives me the opportunity to do it. I need to book the flight today, so what I plan on doing is using my credit card and going ahead and book the flight, going ahead and using my credit card and booking the resort deposit on that. But I want to turn around and use whatever money I have to go back on my card to pay it off. I'm using a card that I don't have a balance on, so I don't want this to be a rollover balance for me. As you saw, if you saw my earlier video about my debt journey, I now have 11 debts that I'm paying off, and I don't want this to be one of them. When I go on vacation, I want this to be paid for. So let's see what we got. So for my dollars challenge, like I said, I was able to take out the money that was in February, March, and April, and then May is stuck in here, but I did not, I didn't stuff much, like I said. So I'm going to put the cash here, because this is going, whatever cash I pull out of here is going to actually go to the bank. So for my dollars, I had $39 in February, 92 in March, 21 in April, and we should have five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So $157. For my fives, I have not completed this card yet, so it was a work in progress that was put temporarily kind of on hold for a little bit until we got things together. But I did not save anything in May. I didn't save any fives in May. But for February, I saved $115, $95 for March, and $100 in April. So now we're at $467. For my tens, I did not complete this one yet, so it's still a work in progress. But I was able to save $40 in February, $200 in March, and $20 in April, and also $10. So we're at $737. Long way from $3,500. $20. Of course, I haven't gotten far on it, but I was able to save some money from February to April. I didn't save any in May. So in February, I had $100. March, I had $220, and in April, I had $20. So that gives us $1,077, which is, this is in the bank already. That's why I have the place money here. This $15 will be going to the bank to join this money that's already in the bank. So I have to go back here to my envelope challenge. If you've watched me do my Diced and Brewed 100 envelope challenge before, you know that this challenge was literally kicking my butt, because I used the dice to pick an envelope, and I used the dice to either add to or multiply. And I put it on temporary pause. I started it in March 2024, but I put it on temporary pause, so I didn't finish the challenge, of course, but I was able to deposit the money that I had earned so far, saved so far in here. And I do want to finish this challenge. I really do. But of course, now it's been put on hold, and I didn't want the money sitting around in my in this book laying around the house. So I deposited the money in the bank. The total that I had saved on this challenge was $1,560, and it was put in the bank. So plus 1,560. That puts me at 2637. So when I combine these two challenges and the cash that I have on hand, the $15, that puts me at $2637. Now, as I said, I earned interest in April, which was $32.08. And I also earned interest in May, which was $41.98. So that brings me to $2,711.06. That's a pretty good amount. My total for my flight and my inclusive resort is $3,518.40. So minus 3,518.40. That means I'm short to pay for the entire thing of $807.34. Not really concerned about that right now because that amount is not due. The balance is not due until July 1st. What's due right now is my $1,000 deposit and my airfare. The total that's going to be due immediately, 2711.06 minus 2358.40. I'll have $352.66 left in the bank. But I have to go ahead and pay for that. So like I said, I'll be doing that on my credit card and using these funds to go back on my credit card. When I decide to start my dollars challenge back again, then of course it'll be part of my regular videos as I film them. But for now, these have been emptied, and I don't know if I'll clean these and just start over because technically, I mean, I won't finish. I will not finish. So I'll have to either decide to clean these cards off and start over, which I have no problem in doing, and I may do that, but it's all good. I've planned a vacation, so I'm happy about that. I have to come up with a budget though for the transportation, the incidentals, souvenirs, hair, tips, all that. I have to do that, but I have a little time to do that, and I haven't really honestly focused on how to do it. I don't have any other savings challenges that I have stored, stashed away, and I'm trying not to go into my savings, and I'm definitely trying not to put anything on the credit card that has to keep rolling over in debt. So I'll figure that out later. But until then, at least our airfare is covered and our deposit is done. And so we'll cover the rest later. Now, so that's technically what I consider transfer. I transferred my savings challenge money to my vacation fund. That's basically one of my transfers. The next transfer I want to do is for my current book of savings. And I've been bartending, and I have some tips from one of those bartending gigs in the amount of 60, 70. Okay, let's count on this. 50, 75, 85, 90, 50, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 91, 92. $92 is what I'll be using today, transferring my tips to my savings challenge book. And how I want to do that in my Pinocchio book, I want to put, and what I'm doing here in this book is just simply putting the amount of that coincides with the page number. I have a clear envelope here, and that's how I choose what to put in. I'm going to do $50, page number 50. And for my Treasure Island book of savings, all I'm doing here is just sticking in the amounts, and I'm doing it a different way than the Pinocchio book. For this one, I'm either adding all the numbers at the bottom or I'm putting in what is at the bottom. So today I'll be doing page 30 and 31, and I'm actually going to add these numbers together. So 30, I'm sorry. 3 plus 3 plus 1 is 7. And so I'll put $7 here. That's how I'm choosing to do this book. And then I have $35 remaining, which should be a page that has a picture on it. Yes. So it's 35, and I'll choose to put 35. Now, I could have added this up, 3 plus 5, and put 8 in here. But since I had $35 remaining, I want to transfer that from my tips to my book of savings. And there is that. So that is my Transfer Tuesday defined edition of it. And I hope you enjoy it. Thank you guys for joining me. Let me know how you're saving for your vacation, or if you've planned one. I would love to know. I've been enjoying watching some of you plan for your vacations and head off for the summer. So let me know about your vacation. Until next time, you guys, you enjoy your day, night, whatever time it is, wherever you are. Happy transferring. Bye-bye.